Welcome to today's class on Secretariat, Chapter 15 of the United Nations Charter. This starts from Article 97 to 101. First we will see Article 97. The Secretariat shall comprise a Secretary General and such staff as the organization may require. The Secretary General shall be appointed by the General Assembly upon the recommendation of the Security Council. He shall be the Chief Administrative Officer of the organization. Now we will see Article 98. The Secretary General shall act in the capacity in all meetings of the General Assembly, of the Security Council, of the Economic and Social Council, and of the Trusteeship Council, and shall perform such other functions as that are entrusted to him by these organs. The Secretary General shall make an annual report to the General Assembly on the work of the organization. Article 99. The Secretary General may bring to the attention of the Security Council any matters which in his opinion may threaten the maintenance of international peace and security. Article 100 of the United Nations Charter. The first, in the performance of their duties, the Secretary General and the staff shall not seek or receive instruction from any government or from any other authority external to the organization. They shall refrain from any action which might reflect on their position as international officials responsible only to the organization. Second, each member of the United Nations undertakes to respect the exclusively international character of the responsibility of Secretary General and the staff, and not to seek influence them in the discharge of their responsibility. Now we will see the last article, Article 101 of Chapter 15. The staff shall be appointed by the Secretary General under regulations established by the General Assembly. Appropriate staff shall be permanently assigned to Economic and Social Council, the Trusteeship Council, and as required to the other organs of the United Nations. These staff shall form a part of the Secretariat. The paramount consideration in the employment of the staff and in determination of the conditions of service shall be the necessity of securing the highest standard of efficiency, competence, and integrity. Due regard shall be paid to the importance of recruiting the staff on as wide a geographical basis as possible. Thank you.